Every time you tolerate something beneath your standards, you're casting a vote against the woman you're trying to become. Your future self is watching what you tolerate today, not tomorrow, not next month, right now. Your choices are the blueprint, your standards are the steel, your habits are the workers, and every tolerance is a tiny detour that becomes a different destination. If you want a different life, raise your standards and protect them fiercely with action. This video will help you do that, today, because your future is being built right now, and she deserves your very best. Let's begin. Most people think their future is something that happens later, a distant shore they'll one day arrive at, magically transformed. They see it as a destination, a fixed point in time they are passively moving toward. But your future is not a destination, it's a construction site. And the blueprints are being drawn, the foundation is being poured, and the structure is being built right now, in this very moment. It is being created today. It's built through your habits. Not the grand once-a-year resolutions, but the small, repeated actions. The choice to wake up and hydrate instead of hitting snooze. The decision to read 10 pages instead of scrolling. These are the bricks you're laying one by one. It's built through your boundaries. The quiet no that protects your energy. The clear line you draw between your work and your peace. Each boundary is a wall that guards your most precious resource, your focus. It's you telling the world how you expect to be treated by first showing yourself that respect. It's built through your standards, the level of quality you refuse to dip below, for yourself and from others. This isn't about perfection, it's about intention. It's choosing the nourishing meal, demanding the respectful relationship, and delivering your best work, not because someone is watching, but because you are. And it's built through your daily decisions. Every single choice is a vote cast for the person you are becoming. That moment of hesitation before you speak up in a meeting, that's a choice. The urge to skip a workout, a choice. The impulse to gossip, a choice. Remember this: 5 seconds of courage beats 5 hours of excuses. That tiny burst of action is all it takes to redirect your entire day. So, remove the friction. Design the win before the battle even begins. If you want to work out tomorrow, lay out your clothes tonight. Make the path to your higher self the path of least resistance. High standards are simply decisions made upstream. You decide once, ahead of time, that you are a person who honors your commitments. Then, in the moment of choice, there is no debate. The decision is already made. Time is a neutral resource. It will pass whether you use it with intention or let it slip away. Your standards are what give it direction. They are the rudder steering the ship of your life toward the future you consciously design. Make no mistake, the woman you will become in 5 years is watching every choice you make today. She is an invisible observer, a silent witness to your integrity. She notices where you show up and where you slip. She feels the pride when you keep a promise to yourself, and she feels the quiet disappointment when you let an old pattern win. You are either building her trust or eroding it with every action. This is why your non-negotiables define you more than your goals do. Goals are a destination, but non-negotiables are the code you live by on the journey. They are the truest expression of your character. Discipline is not punishment. It is self-respect in action. It is the daily practice of honoring the promises you make to the most important person in your life, you. Your future self is proud every single time you choose alignment over impulse. Every time you choose long-term fulfillment over short-term gratification, you send a powerful signal of who you are. So prep your environment to make the right choice the easy choice. Curate your surroundings to support your highest self, making discipline feel less like a struggle and more like a natural flow. Automate one decision today that your future will thank you for. Set up the automatic savings transfer. Subscribe to the healthy meal delivery. Make one choice now that removes 100 smaller, draining choices later. Protect your sleep like a sacred contract with your future self. It is the foundation upon which all energy, focus, and resilience are built. Winning tomorrow starts with how you end today. Put your standards on the calendar, not your feelings. Motivation is fleeting, but a scheduled commitment is a promise. Your calendar should reflect your priorities, not your mood. Aim for consistency before you chase intensity. A small daily walk is infinitely more powerful than one heroic, burnout-inducing workout per month. The goal is not to be perfect, but to be present and persistent. Remember that small hinges swing big doors. The most monumental shifts in your life will not come from a single giant leap, but from the compounding effect of tiny, consistent, courageous choices. Write down your commitment, read it daily. Let it be the first thing you see in the morning and the last thing you see at night. Stack these tiny wins. Each one is a piece of evidence, and your identity always follows the evidence you provide it. Your future is not some distant mirage. It is closer than you think. It is the next choice you make. It is being built today. What you tolerate, you teach your life to repeat. Every time you accept something that doesn't align with the woman you want to become, you cast a vote for a future you don't truly desire. This isn't about grand gestures of self-sabotage. It's about the quiet, daily concessions that erode your standards. You tolerate procrastination. The consequence? Your goals remain distant dreams, and you teach yourself that your ambitions can wait. The aligned replacement? Replace the overwhelm with a simple 10-minute start. Just begin. That's the only requirement. You tolerate self-neglect. The consequence? Your energy depletes, your well-being suffers, and you send a message that everyone else's needs are more important than your own. The aligned replacement? Replace neglect with a 10-minute care routine. A moment of peace, a nourishing meal, a quiet stretch. You tolerate unhealthy relationships. The consequence? Your confidence is chipped away, and your peace is constantly disrupted by drama and disrespect. The aligned replacement? Replace draining ties with clear, compassionate boundaries. Protect your energy fiercely. You tolerate poor financial habits. The consequence? A persistent state of stress and a feeling of being out of control, limiting your freedom and choices. The aligned replacement? Replace financial chaos with simple rules you follow on autopilot. Automate your savings, no matter how small. You tolerate broken promises to yourself. The consequence? Your self-trust erodes, making it harder to believe you can achieve anything significant. The aligned replacement? Replace grand, broken promises with one small promise you keep daily. Every time you tolerate these things, you reinforce an identity that keeps you stuck. Because your identity is not a fixed trait. It's a story told by evidence. Your actions are the evidence. If you want to change the story, you must change the evidence. Momentum compounds, for better or for worse. So do your tolerations. Each one makes the next one easier to accept, creating a downward spiral. But the reverse is also true. Each aligned action builds momentum toward the life you want. Your future self pays the price for what you tolerate today, or she reaps the rewards of the standards you set. Let's be honest. Tolerations often hide a deeper fear, a fear of success and the pressure that comes with it, a fear of judgment from others if you change, a fear of the unknown that lies beyond your comfort zone. So, you must name the fear. If you fear success, reframe it. I am capable of handling the new responsibilities that come with my growth. If you fear judgment, reframe it. My alignment is more important than others' opinions. If you fear change, reframe it. I am stepping into a version of myself that is stronger and more authentic. Name the fear, then choose alignment. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting in spite of it. Courage grows where tolerations end. Start collecting proof. Proof that you are a woman who keeps her promises. Proof that you prioritize your well-being. Proof that you are a good steward of your resources. Every aligned repetition is a vote for your future self. Every small win is a piece of evidence that rewrites your identity. This is how you build a life not on grand, sweeping changes, but on the bedrock of non-negotiable standards. Peace is the dividend you earn from those standards. So ask yourself, what have you been teaching your life to repeat? It's time to teach it something better. When faced with a decision, a crossroads in your day, no matter how small, pause and ask yourself one simple, powerful question. What would make my future self proud? Then choose that. This question is your compass. It simplifies every choice into a clear formula. Aligned is greater than easy, and easy is greater than urgent. The urgent demands of the moment will always scream for your attention. The easy path will always look tempting. But the aligned path? That's where your power lies. You choose it not because it's easy. You choose it because it's aligned. It's a quiet act of self-respect, a promise you make to your future self that you will not betray her for a moment of comfort. For example, choose fuel over convenience. That fast food is easy, but the vibrant, nourishing meal honors the energy you need to build your vision. For example, choose savings over impulse. That fleeting purchase is tempting, but securing your financial freedom is an act of profound self-care. For example, choose movement over mood. Your feelings may say stay, but your body knows that motion creates emotion. For example, choose focus over noise. The endless scroll is a distraction, but deep work is where you create real value and find fulfillment. For example, choose connection over obligation. Saying no to a draining social event to be present with a loved one isn't selfish, it's strategic. This requires a shift in mindset. First, motivation is a bonus. Systems are non-negotiable. Motivation is a fickle friend. It comes and goes. But a system, a pre-decided routine for your finances, your health, your work, that is the bedrock of your success. It runs on discipline, not desire. Second, miss once, never twice. Perfection is a myth. You will have off days. You will miss a workout. You will break a habit. The key is not to avoid the first miss, but to ensure it never becomes a second. One miss is an accident. Two is the beginning of a new undesirable habit. Get back on track immediately. Third, boundaries are bridges to your best work. Fourth, delayed is not denied. And fifth, sustainable beats sensational. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is integrity. It's about building trust with the most important person in your life, yourself. Do what you said you would do. Track it. Own it. Improve it. Let your word be a contract with your future. Each aligned choice compounds, creating a deep, unshakable, quiet confidence. Celebrate the consistency, not the intensity. The small daily wins are what build empires. Make her proud, one aligned choice at a time. The woman you're becoming isn't asking for perfection. She's asking for consistency, one aligned action at a time. Make choices she'll thank you for. Start now. Start small. Stay consistent. If this spoke to you, like this video and subscribe for more high-standard, high-integrity growth. Comment the one standard you'll raise today. Your future is built in moments like this. And this time, you're choosing alignment. I'm proud of you already. See you in the next one.